I figured I'd just start streaming now. How are you all doing, everyone? It's me, Gamerturk, and today, in a minute or two, we'll be getting our release date announcement, as well as a story trailer. I will be shutting up when that happens. I'm gonna switch over to my main display, so you can see it in a larger screen as well. Or if you want, the trailer is going to be airing on Beater's Cafe, official SAO Games website, the YouTube page. And after the trailer airs, we will go through every single bit in the fashion of an SAO Explained, because this is supposed to be a story trailer. I am very excited to see what we may get. May as well participate in the chat over there. Meanwhile, I am kinda sorta having some technical issues. The Windows Explorer is not responding at all, but we'll figure those stuff out when we actually get there. Hey, I may as well respond to my own chat while we're here. Where's the English video at? The official US account on Twitter, SAO Games, has said that the English trailer, subtitles of course, not voice acting, will be available as well. So I am assuming this main video will indeed have English subtitles. But I am not exactly sure. We'll figure those stuff out as they happen. How are you all doing, by the way? The live stream is tonight. The live stream is in a couple of seconds. It's not a live stream. This is just the trailer. This is not a show or anything. This is my live stream. There we go. Oh my god. YouTube Premiere music is loud. As I have been reminded of. I'll turn that lower so it doesn't overshadow my own voice for now. But when this trailer goes, I'll pick that up and mute myself. Don't worry. May as well switch over to the main display while we're at it. Or, even better, should I just switch over to this one? Yep, we'll make this full screen. Make my face disappear. Okay, here we go.
基本的に親切だよね。キリト君はこのメンバーが揃ってると圧勝だったね。届かなかったか。残念。
よかったら一緒に学校行こうか。
おはよう。助けて。忘れちゃってても違和感を覚えることはできるの？記憶や認識が変わる。私は副団長のアスナ。そのはずよね。痛い目に遭いたくなければおとなしく降参しなさい。もしかしてキリトたちは何か妙なことを体験した？
そもそもあんたは死んだはずなんだ。
ここではありえないことが起こったりいないはずの人がいたりする可能性はある。
世界は僕によって統治されていなければならない。
自分が何をしてきたのか忘れたの？どうしたの？怖い顔？
僕はあなたに。そうだ、そうだった。俺とあんたはかつてこうして戦った。
こんな精神状態のままで戦えるの？言葉を費やす間に行動に移してはどうなのです？みんな死んだ。すぐに私も殺される。まさかあの人たちを手にかけたのは私が全部片付けてやる。景気づけに一発言っとくかい？
息を合わせるぞスイッチ。なあ、この世界で死んだ人間は一体どうなると思う？
And it is October 3rd. There's gonna be DLC. Right from the get-go, we can see. Premium Edition, Deluxe Edition. Different bonuses. I see no price mentions at the moment though. Are those Weiss Schwarz cards? Seemingly. But yeah, okay. So, that is the entire trailer. Let me change to this screen over here. And we'll start the actual explain stuff. It's a bit of a shame because my chat overlay, for some reason, doesn't seem to be working. I am not exactly sure why. I can try copying it over from this screen over here. Let me give that a quick try. Remove this one. And then we're gonna talk about all about the trailer because there are a bunch of stuff that I have seen that I do want to talk about. Okay, let me just arrange the width. 400, height to 600, probably we'll make two. There we go. Okay. A bit of a hack job, but the chat is now up there. So immediately, let's go back into the trailer. Actually, I will refresh the page so I don't need to go through the countdown every single time. It's still the 10th anniversary project, despite the fact that 10th anniversary is kinda sorta over. I'll lower the volume a bit for myself as well. Clearly, they are tying back to the anime, just to highlight the fact that this is not the Gameverse anymore. That is pretty much expected. However, this entire first portion, it feels like a fake memory for Kirito. That's what immediately stood out to me. Like, we start with something doesn't seem right from Kirito with all the cloudy stuff. He is remembering certain stuff from the past. Is that actually the... Like, this really reminds me, not 2D animation, but okay, good. My Windows Explorer is finally working again. But I'm gonna need the sub, so I'm not gonna download this and show it up on VLC or something. This really looks like not from the anime, but rather from Alsatian Licorice for some reason to me, but impossible to tell. It's not the Gameverse either way, it's just a little mention on my side. Half is interesting. Why are you the next video recommendation on this one? We have Eugeo's death, and then want to go to school together. And then we immediately come across Quinella with her school uniform. That is the main intrigue so far, what we know absolutely nothing about. I guess no answers in the story trailer either, but we'll discover as we go along. Someone is asking for help. I am not sure if that's Quinella's voice or not. It could be the new original characters that we have seen. We'll get to that in a second. Let me try listening to that a couple times. Both Quinella's normal voice and our voice. That could actually be Quinella, no? It is a very frail voice, but... I mean, it's certainly back to back for a reason. But yeah, nothing specific I can say. Memories overflow. So it is indeed memories. And Quinella is more like a guide right now. They are highlighting it's not a dream, it's the virtual world, so this is all Galaxia's doing. as we mentioned earlier a whole bunch of times, this is very likely it's just a recreation based on those memories within the virtual world. And yeah, that... Oh my god, I don't want to do anything with the video. Just drop the subtitles somewhere nice. I didn't want to move it around, really. You can sense something is off even if you've forgotten about it. Quinella says this to Kirito. So indeed, some memory shenanigans where Kirito cannot properly recall what's quite happening. And after Elicization, this is actually quite a sensible route to go with, because as you know, in Elicization we can actually not delete memories, but suppress memories, and this portion specifically could easily be tied to that. It sounds familiar, as if he still has those memories, obviously, but they are suppressed and he is now in this new crafted, generated world. And of course, some things you can only convey by fighting, that all we know. Okay, let's have a look into the environments. Oh, this is such a cool visual, by the way. This looks like a memory scape of some sorts that's fragmented from Kirito's memories. In the back, we can see SPT Glocken. I don't know if you can actually see my cursor and stuff. Let me full screen this. Is my cursor visible? Doesn't look like it. I can make my cursor visible. Give me a second. Display capture, properties, capture cursor, please. Yes. Okay. So in the back, we can see SPT Glocken. That is absolutely from Eugeo. Here, this is beautiful. I love this. Central Cathedral, the human empire with all of its 4 quadrants, and the Emperor's villas closest to the tower. And this entire thing is just an amalgamation of a dreamscape of some sorts. Again, from Kirito's memories, I imagine. Here, Aincrad is coming. Our memories and perceptions can change. This is Alice saying it, if I heard correctly. Yep, that is Alice. Here we have Aincrad. Here we have the Alo, the central town, under the life tree, Yggdrasil. I do not see ordinal scale imagery here. Are we gonna scroll a bit more? Yes, but no, I did not see ordinal. Oh wait, this is ordinal scale in front of it. These towers. This is not Eugeo towers. That's the architecture from ordinal scale. Okay. Those are 2 separate layers. Got it. Kreia, thank you very much for the 5 membership, and congrats to everyone who got one. And seriously, Kreia, thank you very much. So, okay, we see all the 5 worlds in this entire dreamscape. That is good. I still love that panning shot. Oh, look at this. Okay, we got Asuna. That's how it was supposed to be. Now, that pulls into question whether the Asuna is real or whether the Asuna is from Kirito's memories. And it's interesting. Then right after the battle with Kirito and Quinella, we immediately see Lifa rushing in. So I am going to take a wild guess here. Save your questions, by the way. I am not looking at the chat at the moment all that much. I'm gonna do that at the end. So save those questions. Come back to me once we're done with the entire trailer. So I'm gonna take a wild guess that we will begin with that mystery, Kirito slowly remembering stuff and then fighting Quinella, which their clash pushes them back into Alo, as we have seen in one of the previous trailers. And what happens is, this is still Kirito's dreamscape. This is still Kirito trying to figure out the world and what he's into right now. As we said at the beginning with Kirito's words and Quinella's words, this is basically all coming back to him. He is slowly remembering. And I feel like this is that portion. That's why everything is... That's why we have this overworld dreamscape. That's why we have Quinella around with a weird personality. Okay, that is a bit too much. This is why we have Asuna, who doesn't seem to exactly be in control of who she is, or doesn't quite remember who she is. Can be something else, but I'll get to that later. And that's why we have Lifa right here directly challenging Kirito, because these are all corrupted. These are bits and pieces, fragments from Kirito's memories, and we're gonna try to figure them out, put the pieces together and make sense of the world, and that's gonna lead into the actual trailer. This is, in my opinion, has been one of the better story trailers compared to some Gameverse games where they were a bit too blatantly obvious with their story. I really like the fact that this is completely focusing on the mystery rather than any sort of answers. That is absolutely great. I will actually add a text box here because people would be likely curious. Add a text. Announcement. Text will read. Okay, that's not the best font, but a quick job. That is what we have. I can easily put that announcement down here. Or like up here. I am unnecessarily being precise for what is a non-issue. And there we go. That should give everyone a good idea of what they are actually watching in my live stream and answer their questions. Why? Okay, screw this. Okay, we're gonna stick with that. I am not going to over-convolute things. We're continuing. So, okay. We covered all the fragments and all that kind of stuff. And from this point onwards, I imagine Kirito will just try to make sense of things. And as he makes sense of things, everything gets back to its normal status quo. And eventually he's gonna break free from this generated dream, so to say, based on his memories. Another thing is, he could be chucked into this world with others, so some of these could be memory fragments, whereas some things, like Asuna, could be in the same situation that Kirito is. She has been put into this weird world based on their memories, and her memory is just as hazy as Kirito's, for example, and that's why they are going through these things. That is also another possibility that comes to my mind right now, but we will continue with the trailer now. Okay, these are our game original characters. No idea about them. I will check the website after the trailer to see if there's any kind of info, but I would assume there isn't any yet. Maybe they will reveal something at Anime Expo or slightly later. Who knows? I don't think these will be customizable characters, although they very well could be, but I don't think they will fit in because we're playing a proper narrative-driven game here. They appear to be two little girls. I really like the hair design. A little bit of blue, a little bit of pink stripes here and there. That is cool. And another thing that immediately comes to mind is that maybe this is indeed a dream world and these characters are the main characters of this dream world. Perhaps. Let's see what else we got. Back a bit. So that is her voice. She seems to know Kirito and Co. Okay, Kirito is definitely not referring to those characters. He is definitely referring to Quinella because he remembered Quinella. That somebody who couldn't be here maybe is. Okay, she's referring to herself as well as other characters who are coming back from memories. Nothing too deep to look into, in my opinion. We can see a nice SPT Groken here. Okay, Oberon's back, we know. That is Asuna's voice. Okay, Asuna is clearly fighting this new game character, and this is... I am going to assume... Yeah, the imagery in the background on the top left, that is clearly an ordinal scale stage. So this character, okay, now see, things are fitting into pieces, and you're basically seeing it live, how I approach these explained videos as well. I just watch things over and over, and certain things start falling into their right pieces. This character is probably an original character from ordinal scale. Outfit generally matches, quite otherworldly for other kind of games, whereas in ordinal scale, that seems to be a very nice fit. And the fact that Asuna and her fighting her here in the ordinal scale stage, I think that is a nice little conclusion. Have you forgotten what you did? I am going to imagine this is referring to Oberon, because Asuna is saying this, but it could be anything really. Vague sentences, you will never know, it's Japanese. What's the link for this trailer? I can't find it. I'm gonna post it in the chat, but I do not have the time to add it into the description. Hey there, Rokasu, welcome. And we will continue. Okay, these two, clearly different scenes. Quinella, I think, is still speaking to Kirito with this line. I know, maybe it is a chat between Eugeo and Quinella. That's, at the very least, it's well edited aside from the clear background discrepancy. So maybe it's just lines pulled from somewhere else, because this is clearly from Kirito and Len's fight. It's the same setting. We'll see. Don't want to draw any conclusions there. That's right. This looks more like it. This exactly looks like Quinella up top floating somewhere, looking down at Kirito, and we have Alice right there, and Eugeo's sword. That is the blue rose sword. It is quite blue. That is not a rapier. That is not Asuna. And here Kirito says, that's right, it's all coming back to me. This is, as I said, I feel like we're gonna start with that mystery of Kirito not knowing what is happening, and slowly he will desuppress his memories, so to say. Because this truly feels like Kirito's all memories have been suppressed, similar to exactly what happens in Illustration, or what should have happened in Illustration, but Higa, of course, messed up, because that's what Higa does. And this is slowly Kirito regaining his memories, regaining his composure, and slowly starts to understand what really is going on. Okay, continuing. This could be towards Quinella. You and I fought like this once before. Or could be towards anyone else, really, because we know multiple villains are returning. Not a conclusive thing. The past and present overwritten. So I think that pretty much confirms that whatever is happening, Kirito is kind of stuck in it. And that supports my theory that our journey in the story will, first and foremost, will be figuring out what's happening and breaking out of this memoryscape dream. Okay, these are all minions, and this is in Alo. Alo, or maybe even Aincrad. These are Aincrad structures. I don't want to say they don't exist in Alo, because technically everything that exists in Aincrad can easily exist in Alo. But yeah, this may just be a nice original floor. We have tons of ruins, we have minions rushing it, and this is also the title screen that rolls during the beta. if you have played the beta, that is. Thank you, Leo. I'll look at the chat later once I'm done with the trailer. So if you have questions, please save them. But you can keep talking in the chat. Interaction is good. That's gonna bring us up in the algorithm, and more people will watch, and more people will be informed. That's always good, you know. Please do that. But I will immediately continue here. Actually, who's talking? Asuna, right? Okay, this looks like inside the world tree with the guardians and all that kind of stuff. I am not sure why Asuna is confused whether she can fight like this. I think this is from the exact line of thought that was at the beginning of the trailer, where Asuna is not sure whether she is really the vice commander or not. As I said, it's either only Kirito or multiple people who have been brought into this world with their memories suppressed. We do not know, and I didn't see anything in the trailer that may suggest one way or another. We will see. We'll continue. I love how it is the roulette trio. Let's go through that slowly, maybe. Bring it down to 0.25. Gotta do that without the voice because, oh my god, it becomes terrible. Kirito here, Eugeo, perfect sync. There's a huge dragon-like thing in the background, and I think I saw someone else. Just a sec. Shut up, that is too distracting with that slowed down voice. Okay. Kirito, Alice, Eugeo. There is a big dragon. That is Vecta. That is absolutely Vecta. Yes, it is. Haha. Found it. You can see yellow hair, the headpiece with the jewel in the front, and the proper black God of Darkness armor. That is 100% Gabriel Miller. Oh, there's someone else in the right back. On the right side of the dragon. Let me have a look again if we can get a better glimpse. Okay, Alice, Eugeo, Kirito. They are currently behind, covered by everything. That looks like our original character. I did want to say Shinon based on the hair color, but no, that is clearly our new original character. We can see that proper ordinal scale uniform, the bluish hair, and we just can't see the pink streaks because she's too far away. And it's clearly Gabriel Miller using a large dragon to attack her instead. I love doing explained videos. Ah, this is genuinely fun stuff. Oh, those are some unfamiliar effects, let's say. Okay, we can return to normal and hear the voices again. It's gonna be on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. All 4 platforms. It's not a mobile game, no. Oh, we can see Central Cathedral. This is still in the dreamscape. This is clearly backgrounds. They're all dead. I'm going to die soon too. Maybe something is happening to ordinal scale. No, a bit of a stretch. Oh, they really cut that out. Yeah, okay. I think this may just be referring to Gabriel Miller, by the way. No biggie. But yeah, these are the 2 of our original characters. We have the sword golem. I love this. I absolutely love it. I think the CG model of sword golem in the anime was also perfect with the material and shading. So I'm really glad to see we're seeing a proper sword golem in here. And of course, this is the ceiling. This is Quinella's chambers with all the goddess visuals up on the ceiling. We see Len here. But what is she fighting against exactly? Let's have a look. She is clearly in Okay, that definitely looks like an original boss, like we have not seen before. This is looking quite good, actually. Compared to the bosses we had back in Fatal Bullet, you can really see the upgrade in terms of scale here. Sure, this could just be looking much better because it's an actual cutscene, and they may have more quality models for cutscenes, but still, in terms of a scale, in terms of the size of the boss that she's fighting, that is looking perfect. Okay, that's from the trailer. Beyond memories, time and space, that's just a fancy line, as I've been saying in the first trailer. What is he changing from exactly? Oh, okay, that's the moment he breaks through the illusion of real-world school and they appear in Halo. We have seen those in previous cutscenes. This is just much more detail. I love the effect work, by the way. That is something Release date, October 3rd. Up top. I mean, here, you see. And also that new key visual, that is beautiful, drawn by Abek. It's not exactly new, Kirito and Asuna. That's the original key visual they shared. They just added the background with Shinon, Lifa, Ellison, Eugeo, and it looks beautiful. What do you think happens to people who die in this world? I don't know, Kirito, you tell me. Okay, so we have the demon. Okay, these are the bonuses. Let me actually try opening up images at Google.com. And we'll basically take screen caps and translate these. Bring that over. Bring it here. Search by image. Copy it over here. Okay. Let's see. Recognize the text. How about you just translate the text? We have early purchase benefits. Steam version pre-order bonus. So not for the others. Is it just for the Steam version? Is it just for the PC? Oh, no. I understand now. Okay. It is an actual early purchase benefit on all the consoles, whereas on Steam you actually have to pre-order. Whereas on other platforms, they're probably gonna set a date, a certain couple days, and if you purchase the game within those days from release, you will get the Demon King Kirito outfit skin. Okay, that is fine. Kind of an annoying situation for Steam. Maybe if they can just not have that somehow, just have it the same as others, that would be lovely. But that is pretty much it. Nothing special here. Okay, now let's see what we're getting. Actually, I need to properly screen cap it while it's running, so the overlays are gone. Okay. How do I paste the new picture? Google Images on PC is quite annoying, I'll be perfectly honest. Okay, so that's everything we got. Let's have a look into that one. Download only, digital premium edition. You get main game as download. Purchase benefits, Prism Heart costume set, Wild Joker dress costume. These are the two outfits. By the way, don't be fooled by the fact that they are just showing Asuna and Shinon. Costumes, they are applicable to everyone. I believe they are locked into gender. Of course, you can't give Kirito these clothes. However, you can give that nice little blue maid outfit to, I don't know, Argo, Lifa, Shinon, anyone, any of the female characters. That is perfectly fine. They are not character locked. At least that was the case in the beta, and I expect that to remain the same. There is A character pass. Okay. DLC is not mandatory. So it's not a story DLC. It appears it is literally what it says. Character pass. You're gonna be receiving a visitor from another world and another visitor from another world. We don't see who, we have no idea who they are, of course, but they are literally just purchasable characters, which is, in my opinion, fine. I have no issues. They explicitly said there is no gacha or loot box in this game, so I am happy with that fixed form of DLC, additional characters. But you are getting that basically with the digital premium edition. We do not know whether these bonuses will be same worldwide. This is the Japanese version. I'm pretty sure the US side may eventually share more information. We will see. You'll also be getting bonus stamps, and I still wish they did not put a time limit, the cooldown on the stamps. As I said back in those developer interview videos, I'm fine if they put a cooldown during normal gameplay, but please remove the cooldown when a boss is defeated. That is the time to celebrate. That is when we like to spam things, and that is just going to bring up the value of your stamps. If I'm on a cooldown, if I cannot spam the cool Kirito and Eugeo stamp, maybe I'm a little bit less interested in the stamps. So remove the cooldown after the boss is defeated and let people celebrate. I think that's a good compromise. And the digital premium edition also gets a digital art book and soundtrack with mini games. Interesting. What does the Japanese version say? Mini game. Okay, they actually did mention mini games. Interesting. Cool. And digital artwork, soundtrack, mini game. What's that? Please check the official website for details and all that kind of stuff. Okay. This may, as is, come to the western side. I don't see anything that would be limited by region in this case. So let's get to the next slide. That looked more or less the same, to be honest. I don't think there's anything new in this screen specifically. Oh, Digital Deluxe. What was the previous one? Oh, that was the Digital Premium or something. Okay. The Digital Deluxe only has the blue maid-like outfit, the stamps, as well as the character passes. Okay. That is probably gonna be like $5 cheaper. But again, nowhere are they mentioning the price so far for the game itself. So that's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Okay, continue. Okay, these are the exact release times, I believe. We'll get to that chart shortly, because that chart is perfect to give you an overview. But first, yeah, on the 3rd, why am I trying to read? Just, oh, that's main story early access. Okay. Now with this one, I'm curious whether they are going to have this for global. So if you get the digital premium or digital deluxe, you're gonna get early access by 3 days. On PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series X and S, that's September 30th. On midnight and October 2nd. Don't be confused by the mentions of month or water. That's literally the day kanji. Water is suiyobi, which is Wednesday, and that kind of stuff. That's how Japan denotes days. And for Steam, that's literally 1 day after. If there is Steam, this has to be global. So that settles it. We're getting worldwide main story early access if you get digital premium or digital deluxe. What you can do during that is the offline story mode and online co-op quest boss raid free quest. That's pretty much everything the game has, no? Unless they have other content planned that is full-on early access to the game without any restrictions from what I can see. Okay, let's move on to this chart over here. I don't need to have a full shot of this. This much is enough. That should give us a great overview. In a short bit, I'll start looking at your questions, so please start typing them up. Okay, game, digital download, that's probably... Yeah, the main game is available in all versions, of course. Character Pass 1. Can I make this slightly larger? I can barely see. Jesus. Okay, never mind. Character Pass 1. Oh, that's also Character Pass 1. So in the future, that means they have plans to add even more characters. Great to hear. I think this game has very much a great future. But again, we see no prices everywhere. And interesting. You know what I think? Free regular version and the deluxe and premiums are basically what you call upgrades in other free games or starter packs, something like that. Otherwise, somewhere they would have mentioned the price. I still think this game is perfect for free to play as an entry. And the fact that they have future plans, you know, more character passes to add more characters. And I think, yeah. Let me talk through this first properly. So Character Pass 1, that's going to give you Visitors from Another World 1 and Visitors from Another World 2. Those are the DLC 1 and DLC 2 content updates. As well as... they mentioned here... World 2. Okay, the right side is a bit convoluted, but if we look on the left side, DLC 1... Wait, let me just see the Japanese version. That's gonna be so much easier. Okay. That's character pack. That's character pack. And then I am basically looking at this. Just translate. Google Lens, you are not convenient. Your UI is absolutely terrible to go through. Okay, that line is just the stamp set. It is not special. So what you see on the right side is a bit misleading due to the... what you see on the left is also quite misleading due to the terrible structuring of Google Translate. That's why you should never trust Google Translate. You need to have some sort of basic knowledge to parse things yourselves. Because Google Translate, it cannot parse things. Oh my god. This is basically Visitors from Another World 1, DLC 2, Visitors from Another World 2, and Character Pass 1, Purchase Benefits, Bonus Stamp Set. That much we know. That's in the Digital Deluxe and Digital Premium available. Additional costume, Prism Heart, the one with the blue Asuna maid-like costume. That's available in both Digital Deluxe and Premium. And Wild Joker dress outfit is only available for Digital Premium. Digital art book and soundtrack with minigames is only available on Digital Premium. And early access, you get 3 days with both Digital Premium and Digital Deluxe. Okay. So no new information here either. Hey there, Scrambled, welcome. Yes, the game has not been confirmed to be free. However, the fact that we are not seeing any kind of price information in this entire trailer, I'll talk about after finishing everything. Okay. Oh my god, this is a lot of stuff. This is more like a physical deluxe edition that we're likely not gonna get in the West. Let's be real. Okay, snap that. Wait for that Kirito. Go back. Picture in. Put that in. For those looking for a trailer analysis, you can roll back to the beginning of the stream. However, I'm gonna start taking questions in a couple minutes, so you may wanna do that at the end. Okay, let's have a look at this. Premium Special Edition. That is clearly the physical one. It features the main game. Original drama CD. Quinella Sensei. Quinella is actually appearing as a teacher. Let me see the text properly. Okay, there we go. Original drama CD, so original drama CD. Third year, fifth something. Fifth class teacher Quinella special edition. Oh, this is going to be a spicy kind of drama CD, I guess. Quinella lecturing others. Digipacks, it's a 1-disc set in this special box. Okay. And that's the jacket. Special steel jacket, I believe. I really cannot see. So small. Oh, okay. No returns. It says it's irrelevant. Then we have special goods. We have Union Arena card special pack, 4 cards. One is Kirito, one is Asuna. Both are from the key visual. And we have one Len and Fukajiro. That's from their key visual. One now printing. We'll likely get a large, huge reveal with 1 or 2 more characters from the looks of it. Because, come on. Key visual, key visual, key visual. Nah. Has to be a key visual, right? We have character pass 1, no new information. Additional costumes, no new information. Original card display frame, okay. This feels very much Japan oriented. We are not getting this in the West. No. Digital art book and soundtrack with minigames. That's the same as the digital stuff, so not much difference. This is a special card. This probably says drawn by A1, but yeah, surprise me. I'm just gonna cut it off here because otherwise I'm just gonna get too much fluff. Early purchase campaign, release convention, Union Arena card, One Piece. Yeah, this is definitely going to be Japan specific. We're not getting anything physical here in the West, sadly. And anything else? I think this is the last slide, right? Oh, what does this one say? Does it say anything different? I don't think it will. Prepare your questions. We're about to be done. This is special edition and premium special edition. Okay. Yeah, exactly what we went through. Nothing new on this one. Dun 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 dun. Job. We will be putting this on a loop. Put it to silent. And question time. I'm coming into chat. I'm gonna stick to this screen, that's fine. Let's see, I'm not gonna scroll all the way back up. I'm going to begin where I can actually see. Game is not confirmed to be free. They have neither confirmed nor denied free to play. Okay, that's where we're starting because I do want to talk about that. Since the beginning, I've been saying this is the perfect game to be free to play. You know, it needs a large community to fill the matchmaking. And free to play is how you remove all the barriers of entry and let people just play. And that's why I was open to other monetization schemes in the game as well. However, they completely ruled out any kind of loot boxes or gacha. And the game is going to have character DLCs. They're probably gonna add more worlds in the future as well, more bosses, I would imagine. They didn't say anything about that at the moment. However, with those kinds of stuff, I don't want to say my opinion, because with the digital deluxe and special edition and the physical release, it's very likely 99% going to be paid. However, still, my ideal approach would be base game, free to play, access to base content, and character packs, world packs, additional bonuses, everything paid. That's my ideal world. They did not mention any kind of price, which means, which I would imagine means, they are having the same thought process that I have been talking about since the beginning. They want to set a base price where it's incredibly easy for people to get into. The fact that they did not mention the price makes me think this is not going to be a $60 AAA priced game. It makes me feel like this is around $30, $40, because that's how it usually goes. You're not gonna print a disc for a $10 game. That's unnecessary at that point. But I feel like this may just be a $30 to $40 game, and with all the expansions, it brings it up to a AAA price. I expect the DLCs individually to be something like $5 to $10 maybe. Still, that's actually quite cheap if you compare it to comparable games. These are all my opinions. Nothing is stated about price, I repeat. Please don't take this the wrong way. But yeah, basically that way we're growing the game with more stuff. And they still haven't decided on the actual price because they want to keep that barrier of entry low, because this game needs a low or no barrier of entry to fill its matchmaking. And Scrambled, as he can attest, we played together the entire beta and it was incredibly fun for all of us. Me, Scrambled, Shadow, Alex, who else I played with? I think Ark was there at some point. A whole lot of people we played with. It was incredibly fun, and it would really be a shame if people look at the price and see it as too much of a hike to get into the game, because it's really fun. So I hope they make a good decision with the pricing. Again, ideal, I think it should be free to play, the base game itself, with a lot of monetization for individual characters beyond the core roster. However, the reality is, if there's a physical, it's probably going to be paid. But it doesn't look like it's going to be a $60 full-priced game, which is good. Lower barrier of entry. Okay, let's continue. Someone on a Discord sent a picture with all prices for the game. Where? Scrambled, if you see it, could you please send me on WhatsApp so I see? I will be waiting for your message. Meanwhile, my Windows is actually dying just because I switched my tab to WhatsApp. Let's see when it will recover. I don't even know if OBS is actually having a crisis right now. It's not. Okay, at least I'm moving. Even though everything else has crashed. Chrome, why are you like this? Why are you like this? Okay, loop is still ongoing, so that can keep looping. We'll go back to the live stream chat. What are the available modes? I see raid bosses, mob clear so far, offline story, co-op quests, raid dungeons. So co-op quests is basically you go onto a map with certain quests and build your way up to a final boss, the Ilfang fight that was in the beta. And raid bosses, you get immediately put into a huge raid arena with a huge boss. That's the Skull Reaper fight. There are free quests, which is aimed to be more of a training mode, you know, get into the feel of the game. You basically queue into it alone. However, you are put into an online instance with other players. You can make friends, or you can just be be a social and go around clearing quests on your own. But that free quest mode is basically an additional tutorial for people who are too shy to group up beforehand. And as for co-op quests and raid bosses, the easier ones do feature matchmaking. The future, I don't think they actually specified. I think they specified something else. Oh yeah, the healing crystals, the statues, they specified for different difficulties. I don't know about matchmaking for different difficulties, but the game features matchmaking in all of its online modes that we know so far. And you can just jump in without making any friends and hope your teammates are just as capable as you. Which is a bit of a crapshoot when you play online games. We all know, but that's just the nature of it. I think someone mentioned something about the price. I leaned over it. Actually, they did $69.99. Can someone specifically send me the exact price and your source for it, please? Because the trailer did not mention anything, and I do want to know. Thank you. Okay, now, where were we? They have not said anything about PvP, and nothing in this trailer suggests any kind of PvP either. I don't think PvP is their goal with this one. Why did they insist on a Switch port holding the game back from greatness? Didn't we recently get the news about Switch 2, or rather a Switch successor? Be open-minded. Be open-minded. And also, I don't think the game is as demanding as some other games running on the Switch. The Unreal Engine 5 situation could cause issues, but Unreal Engine 5 situation causes issues on every consoles at the moment. That's an Unreal Engine problem as far as I know. Ay. Holy shit, that's a good stream. 50 people, oh, thank you. It's been a very long time since we had such a lively stream. Thank you. Please keep asking your questions, by the way. I am here to answer. I am catching up now. That's true, so we might be getting multiple versions of different characters from different seasons, or their costume moves. That's actually one of my, stretch goals, future goals. I think in the base game it's fine if we have one of each character. But I will definitely look forward to, having an SAO Kirito, that's the base Kirito, and then an ALO Kirito with a different moveset, with different abilities, maybe even a different role. A Eugeo Kirito, for example, where he is much more... Exactly, that's a great example. So the base Kirito that we have is from SAO in this game, that's an attacker. So in the future, maybe we can get a Eugeo Kirito who will play as a rogue type character, who's much more agile, but not as DPS oriented. Those kinds of things. Bring more characters in the future with different skill sets, different specialties. We can have SAO Asuna in the base game. It looks like that's what we'll have. In the future, bring in that Undine Asuna with a healer support set, those kinds of stuff. That is something I would absolutely look forward to. But a fear that I have is that their willingness to do that could be lower because of the extensive customization this game has. I hope they don't go the route of, you can already make SAO Asuna look like ALO Asuna, so we have no reason to bring ALO Asuna. I hope they don't have that mindset, because having the Undine Asuna with a completely different healer set, I think would be very valuable to have a wider range of characters to play with. Okay, actually they did $69.99, still waiting. I keep looking at my WhatsApp. It'll take a while, so I'll say it here. Oh, okay. That wasn't the price. Okay, got it. But yeah, if anyone has the actual price information, please do let me know. I am receiving messages on Twitter, so maybe that's what it is. No, that's Neos and Brandon sending me information that I'm already covering here. Again, I am looking for the source for that price. Please let me know one way or another. Sending me a message on Twitter currently is the best thing you can do on that front. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Oh, Val's here. Val, hey! Hey, how you doing? Sorry, I'm a bit late on this one. Hopefully I didn't miss you, because you always leave so early without saying anything, and I keep talking to you, and then learn, hey, he has been gone for 30 minutes. Please don't do that. Hey, Val, how you doing? Oh, full price. Archo, is that your new name? I can hardly recognize you. I wouldn't be able to recognize you if you didn't have the mod sign next to your name. Full price. Okay, that actually saddens me quite a bit. I'll be perfectly honest. That will be a steep price for entry. Huh. I mean, they must have thought about it. And if that was their decision, hey, can't say anything further. That's the dot at the end of the sentence. In my opinion, that's a shame. The game needs a lower barrier of entry. Do you think later down the line they make some of the characters with different rules? Like, okay, we talked about that. I would love to have different variants of characters with different skill sets. Absolutely. But they didn't say anything about it. Not sure if this was said yet, but I just checked the Fractured Daydream Japanese website. Prices are listed in yen, obviously. Oh, right, I was actually going to check the website after covering the trailer. Full trailer explained at the beginning of the live stream. I think PvP will appear later. I don't think they will do PvP. They can, and it will be much easier to balance as well. Same as Fatal Bullet, really, fixed skill sets. But I don't think the extreme range of character skills and abilities, it doesn't quite fit the PvP setting, you know? They are really going for that MMO mindset of different roles and having such distinct roles that they are significantly leaning into that doesn't quite fit the PvP stuff. What do you do when you have a character going into PvP as a healer, a character going into PvP as a tank, a healer going into PvP as a DPS? The DPS is just going to destroy everything. Because the game is designed with the fact that there will be character dynamics, role dynamics within a party. And with PvP, unless we have group play in PvP, that is not exactly going to work properly. And requiring that form of group play for PvP, unless you're a huge game like COD or Counter-Strike or Destiny, where you can actually organize with your friends and be able to fill lobbies with that kind of organization, this isn't it. Is there an original character in this game? Yes, there is. Sorry, I may be skipping some stuff every once in a while because the chat keeps trying to pull me back to the recent stuff. But if you have questions and I haven't answered it and skipped over it, please do ask again. Eugeo Asuna, I would love to have it. The main Asuna, the SAO Asuna, is probably going to be an attacker in my opinion. But Eugeo Asuna, again, can work the same as Kirito and be a rogue character instead with higher agility. Do you think it'll be like an open world like Integral Factor? Integral Factor is not open world. I will use Sonic Team terminology. Open zone is what we're going for, yes. But no, they are proper map instances that we're talking about. You'll go into a quest, and that quest is going to take you to a map instance, and you'll be progressing through that map. Oh, you had 2 weeks of vacation. That's nice, Val. Welcome back to work. Is there a trailer that's playing there? I don't know. Yes, this is the release date and story trailer that they just revealed. I keep it on the loop for people who want to have something interesting to look at. More interesting than my face to look at. And the background, blurred out visual, that's my gameplay demo stuff looping in the back. They a demo version, a demo in an online game obviously becomes a trial version with a cap. But yeah, that'd be a semi solution. I wouldn't be perfectly happy about it because, you know, the goal is to just get people into the game properly without limitations in my mind. But yeah, that is a bridging gap, yeah. Haven't played the beta. It seems open world is very unlikely. Yes, it won't be open world. No. Even the dreamscape you see here, the things they are showing as the camera is scrolling there, that is basically just skybox stuff they have in the background of the actual platform that the characters are standing on. You see that later in the trailer as well, where they're standing. Anyone you consider maining other than Argo? Argo, Kirito, Klein. The new original character depends on how she's written. We know absolutely nothing about about her. Len, potentially. I like the agile character. Oberon, yes, Oberon was my surprise favorite character from the beta. I wish I played him earlier because I really enjoyed playing as him. Eugeo, did I count Eugeo? I potentially did. Those are the 6 characters that I plan to main in general. Leafa is quite good. I just couldn't get used to her jumping and lunging attacks in the air. Scrambled is probably gonna have a lot of fun with Leafa, as he did during the beta. Why do you think we're gonna... When do you think... Oh, why do I think we get a Yuki reveal at the TGS again? TGS, you're absolutely correct. It's probably gonna be TGS. It's because for specifically Japanese games, TGS is more or less the most prestigious to play. Prestigious place to show their stuff. And yeah, the biggest reveal, the most fan favorite character. That is not as obvious as Asuna, it's always Yuki. And I agree, she will very likely get revealed during TGS for that additional buzz. The new characters feel over-designed. That's kind of a trend in games nowadays, isn't it? I don't think it's over-designed. I think the military-like uniform actually fits the Ordinal Scale setting quite a bit. Now, I know the main cast's Ordinal Scale outfits were much more sleek, but Ordinal Scale is extremely varied, as you know, and I think that Space General-like outfit, I think it fits that quite well. Otherwise, adding bits and pieces to the hair has been a bit of an industry standard lately. The Fire Emblem girl comes to my mind. Who are the new characters? We absolutely do not know. Based on the trailer, I assume they are from Ordinal Scale. You can cover the... check the trailer explained by going back to the beginning of the stream. Out of all the characters wearing this series that we didn't see in the game yet, who do you want to see? Kismel, Kibao. I mean, I would say Mutasina, but we don't know where United Ring lands on this one, and I get the feel this is only after Alicization and not United Ring, so Mutasina falls away. She can be introduced somehow as a nice little gesture for the light novel side, but I don't think she will appear. If Yuki is there, you know, having Ran or Merida would be interesting. If they really want to pull some heartstrings in the story, that is a possibility. Other than that, nothing immediately comes to my mind. Asuna is a fighter, Eugeo is a mage, Alice is tank, confirmed on Twitter. Can you send that to me in Twitter messages or WhatsApp? Alice is a tank, kinda sorta makes sense. They are leaning into her knight side. Eugeo as a mage, that is interesting. Wait, mage is not a class. We have 6 classes, no? Link of the trailer that's playing. Please stop doing that scramble. Don't think 20,000 meters away. Sadly, the base version is 7700. Okay. Oh, right. Mage is a class. That's Oberon's class, right? So more crowd control. Okay, that makes sense. That fits Eugeo. The role is named Mage, and that's why I keep thinking of an actual mage doing stuff. But the role of the mage in the game, it's actual crowd control, so it does fit Eugeo. Okay. Let's go through the account's tweets. Got it? Oh, they did reveal the characters. Fuuka. Not Fuuka, it's Fuuka. And the other one... Oh, they did not say the other one. Ojo? I'm pretty sure I'm reading that wrong. Let's chuck that into... Yeah, Google. Translate. Neige. Interesting name. So Fuuka, Rina Ueda, and Issa Maria. Okay. A girl who calls herself a test player for Galaxia. Okay. So not from Ordinal Scale. In order to find out the cause of Galaxia's rampage, Kirito and his friends head to the test room where the clues lie. Since she's a test avatar, she has almost no combat ability, but as someone who knows the inner workings of Galaxia, she supports Kirito and his friends in their adventures. And Neige is a support AI that helps Fuuka. Caught up in Galaxia's rampage along with Fuuka, due to an incident in the virtual world, the connection with the system has been severed, and it is almost unable to function as a support AI, therefore asks Kirito, okay. Cool. We have Alice as a tank, again, makes sense. Eugeo as a mage, and because mage's role is crowd control, makes sense. Asuna is confirmed as a fighter, as I expected, that's why they didn't reveal her at the beginning. They wanted one representation from each. Oh. Theme song for Fractured Daydream confirmed to be by Reona. Perfect. Oh my god, I have so much to tweet after this, and because I'm streaming this, I'm already late tweeting. Something about Eugeo anime? What? Oh, scheduled to air on Friday, July 5th. During the commercial. Okay, it seems like we're getting a new trailer for the game during the commercial break of episode 1 of Eugeo anime rebroadcast on July 5th. If you didn't know, they are having a rebroadcast week after week, starting on July 5th, where the first episode will air, and they called it Reload. That's what happens when you put the katakana for reload into machine translation, and it has to pick at random whether it's reload or reload. And they picked the wrong 50% because they didn't ask a single person who knew any kind of English. That was a bit of a shame. Coming back to my live chat. Oh, they are having a Discord. However, it seems Japanese only. I will contact my Very intro. Okay, so that's a nice little new key visual. You got the 2 new original characters, Fuuka and Neige, as well as Kirito. That is pretty cool. Union Arena stuff, informational stuff, the trailer tweet, and Tisa's birthday. That's pretty much all. Did SAO Games share anything at all? Yeah, they did not. Okay. It's run by the US side, so that's exactly what I expected. Okay, coming back to the chat. No Dorothy or Illustration Blading Girl? No, no. They are Gameverse characters, and this is not the Gameverse. Well, Illustration Blading Girl is not even the Gameverse, so... Tisa and Ronia can be in the future. Who will you play? Argo, Klein, Kirito. Who else did I mention? Eugeo, Len, and someone else I did mention, but I completely forgot at the moment. I answered that previously. For new story and characters info. Okay. Isn't Neige snow in French? Let's give it a check. Oh, it is! How do you pronounce it? Oh my god, this is... Neige. Okay, that wasn't as bad. That's not as bad as I would expect from French. French has much weirder pronunciations. Yup, theme song by Reona. That has been confirmed. It's gonna air on July 5th in the commercial break of Eugeo Episode 1 rebroadcast. We haven't had a male original character since Fatal Bullet, and we likely won't, sadly. Yes, yes, Dragon, good mention. Don't forget to hit the like button, everyone. It's very helpful. Such a lively stream. Thank you very much for being here. What incarnation is going on in this game? I see red-eyed just roll all the way back for the trailer explained at the beginning. It's not French, it's hard and weird. It can just be the Japanese pronunciation. That's weird. That's trying to imitate the French pronunciation. Everybody misses Sumeragi. Okay, that means let's go to the SAOFD game.japan. Okay, did they update the page? Fighter? Yes, they did update it completely. We have Asuna right here. I hate Japanese websites that prevent me from right-clicking. It is extremely annoying and it doesn't help anyone. She's the vice captain of Knights of Blood, which she's known for the nickname Flash. It's not Lightning Flash, by the way. Lightning Flash is Aniplex USA is doing. It is wrong. It's just Flash. He and Kirito are lovers, both in real life and virtual, perhaps. Her memory has been confused by... Okay, so Asuna is also suffering from the same thing as Kirito is, as we have discussed during the trailer. She can't remember anything beyond the SAO incident. Fast attacks, high damage output and survivability. She also has support abilities, okay, and can use buffs to strengthen herself and her allies. Okay, Alice is here. That's a nice render. You don't see Alice smiling all that much, so it's nice. Makes her more likable. One of the Integrity Knights with the highest level of skill in Underworld has a relationship with Kirito and Eugeo as a childhood friend, having spent their childhood together. Japan, please watch out your lore. Tsuberg and S30 are different identities. Like, specifically this was ripped away from Alice. Normally she fights using simple sword techniques, but when she uses the enhanced armament, she transforms into a fortress-like fighting style using powerful area attack. Yeah. Understandable why she's the tank. Fully on board. And we had one more addition, right? Eugeo, yes, and no one else in support. Oh, it's really nice to have Nobunaga Shimazaki back. How is it that Alice is smiling and Eugeo is not? What kind of an alternate universe is this? Kirito's partner from Honor, he was supposed to have lost his life with the battle against the adversary, but due to Galaxia going berserk, likely reunion, etc. Okay, yeah, that's his crowd control. And I mentioned crowd control. Perfect. That's what we expected. Some of you mentioned the story. Okay, we have story here. I love that background. That looks beautiful. What do we have? What do we have? Can I make it larger? No. Can I access the image? Background image? I do want to see that bubble background larger. Common? No. Story? Fuuka, Neige, image 1, image 2, image 3, image 4, background catch, background. There we go. That's what I want to see. Okay, we have Quinella's chambers. That is ordinal scale? No? Yeah, that is ordinal scale. The spires are a good giveaway. This is Alo. That is Aincrad and Right overlaid onto it. We have Espetir Glocken, Eugeo. And here we have the log cabin. Cool. That's all there is to it. Nothing else. Cool. What do we have on Neige and Fuuka? Fuuka. That's just the renders. Okay. Then we can go back to read. Let's spawn every single thing and then we translate. Otherwise, Google just gets confused. Okay, English. Supposed to be a revolutionary technology that would realistically recreate the past. That's we already know. Kirito spends his daily life with Asuna, Shinon, and his classmate from the return. Classmate? The drama CD was specifically talking about Quinella about being their teacher. Maybe not. Suddenly begins to feel something is off. Then, after remembering everything from his conversation with Quinella, the administrator, Kirito realizes that his memories have been altered and he and his friends have been trapped in a virtual... So, memory alteration. Correct. Kirito and his friends set out to find the cause of this strange phenomenon. Galaxia test player Fuuka and supporting AI Neige meet. According to them, Galaxia suddenly, for unknown reasons, went out of control and various virtual world bosses and players became all mixed together. This is still confusing for me. Whether they are going with a Unite-Link scenario or whether the world itself is still created out of memories. That I cannot be certain about. And they are keeping that under wraps. Kirito meets his lost comrades, his sworn enemies, and joins hands with the many people he has come to know. In Galaxia, they head for the test room where clues for its rampage lie. What is causing Google to completely get thrown off by every single quotation mention? Like, it literally breaks the moment where there's a quotation and doesn't know what to do. Yeah, that is absolutely not a translation. Kyoko Koateike, the switch. Go beyond your memories. Here we go. Switch. Okay. Nothing special there. Oh, they are just added to the story for now. We don't know whether they will be playable. Cool. We read these from Twitter already. And that is pretty much it. Send your questions. I shall answer, and then we're wrapping up the stream because I actually need to tweet all of these stuff. Okay, I'll try to read from where I left off. We got Rogu in Matricaria. Yes, we got Rogu in Matricaria. And he is part of the Gameverse. He's not a canon character. He's not going to be in this game. New music from Reona. Yes, opening confirmed from Reona. It's gonna air on July 5th during Eugeo rebroadcast episode 1 ad break. We'll probably get a new trailer there. I don't think they're just gonna air the song itself on its own. It has to be like a 30-second ad. I don't know if it was a good idea from Bandai to bring the game a week before Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. They're probably meant for different audiences, is all I can say. They probably don't want to take away from the Dragon Ball fans with this game. It's a different thing. So we enter the timeline verse. Not really. It's a standalone thing. I don't think there's timey-wimey stuff that's going on. I'm still very much on the memory aspect of it, not timeline aspect. I don't believe this is an alternate reality. I think you guys are just trying to look way too deep into it. This is a standalone game that takes place after Alicization, that only focuses on itself. And it's a game featuring games. It's not doing something magical or I don't know. It's not a Marvel Cinematic Universe. You don't need to look too deep into it. Is release date before your departure? October 3rd. I got other things on October 3rd, but I can probably, I don't know, do something. That's not too late. Probably, yes. I'll play. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. You know, scrambled, all you gotta remember is big red buttons are quite interesting. I like big red buttons. New music, yes, Reona opening. Does this confirm they have no plans for another single player saga with this IP? Would love SAO if 2, but PC exclusive. Why would you want an SAO Integral Factor 2 when SAO Integral Factor is still ongoing just fine? But no, at the moment, Gameverse is done, and this doesn't look like they are trying to set up a new full-on continuity. They want to focus on the multiplayer aspect. Okay, if that's all the questions, I will start taking my leave now. It's been 1.5 hours almost. So again, I'll give like 5 more minutes to see if anyone has anything. Did Val disappear again? I think he did. D2 power level. I don't remember. I finished the campaign, then we did some stuff with Scrambled, not much, and I dropped out of Destiny for good. think that if they redo something new to Gameverse, we'll start with a progressive game. I don't think they will return to the Gameverse anytime soon. I think Yosuke Futami wants to have some other adventures as well right now. How many characters do you think will be on the standard game? More than 20, which is what they advertised, which means less than 30. So I'm gonna take a wild guess and say 25. Very wild, I know. I do hope to be part of the stream in Fractured Daydream. We'll see, we'll see. Nah, thank you, Leo. Thank you for being around. Thank you. That's what people keep saying. I am just generally very conservative as to what series I start, because if I start a series and I like it, I do want to get invested and specialize in it. And the reality is, I don't have enough time to specialize in multiple series. It takes a lot of effort. Will we get collab characters in Fractured DLC? Oh, that is actually something I never thought about. That could be. The fact that they mentioned different worlds, it could be collab characters. It doesn't necessarily have to be SAO characters. Yep, you're correct. That is very much a possibility. One with Persona, for example, and another with the Tales series. Both of which SAO has a history of collabing with. Or, you know, if any other Bandai Namco games are coming out at that time, that would be interesting. That would be easily doable. I love Sword Golem. I love it. To Be and Joker. To Be, I can see as likely. Joker, not as much. Alright then. Let's wrap this up. They confirmed 21 characters. Is there a Q&A page? I really wanted to wrap up the stream now, but you had to mention that. SAO, Japan, Fractured Daydream. Where is that Q&A page? Okay, they have a lot of new banners. Spec, let's start with that. What are we looking at? Minimum requirements: AMD Ryzen, Intel Core i5, 8400, 8 gigs of RAM. GTX 780. Oh, that is pretty damn good. That is old, right? Yeah. Optimal and max settings. Yeah. That looks fine. What is this? Oh, okay. Platform specific. Nintendo Switch runs on 1080p on TV, 720 docked. 1080p docked, 720 handheld. What are they mentioning for 1080p? Yeah, okay. Upscaling. Frame rate 30 FPS. On PlayStation 5, it's 4K, 60 FPS. On X and S, both of them, it runs 4K 60. That is ambitious. And Steam 60, and I imagine this is uncapped. Yep, uncapped. Perfect. That is what PC players like. 20 player multiplayer. What are these? I'm just gonna stay in English now. Okay, number of players, maximum of 20 people. Minimum 15 gigs, maximum 55 gigs. Oh, that's the install size. Okay. 55 on PlayStation 5. Why? Why is it the largest on PlayStation? One save data on everyone. However, as you all know, on consoles, you can just log into a different account and you will have a save data on that account as well. I don't know how to get around it with Steam. Compatible controllers, yeah. And yeah, you need the plus stuff. Spec comparison chart. Okay, that's just gonna scroll me down. Those are the products. Okay, let's have a look. The price is probably going to be here, right? Okay, 7,700 yen for the base game, which should be around 60. Yeah, that's a full priced game. Japanese yen in euro. Wait, 7,700 Japanese yen is 45 euros. Where did people see 69.99? Yeah, 7,700 comes down to 45 euros. Okay, if the premium is 69.99, okay, that feels more normal. And then we have the super duper ultimate editions. Perfect. What are these tabs? Okay, nothing interesting on that front. Let's head over to the Q&A section. Oh, wait, I want to see the DLC stuff first. If they specify anything about the characters. Or what they're supposed to entail. English, character pass, DLC from bonus stamps. That's perfect. Yeah. Not interested. Go into the first one. We have one additional character and they get some story. Okay, that's nice. So whoever's coming will have story attached to them. That is good to know. Additional character costumes, weapons for additional characters, additional character stamps, player card backgrounds, and 3 types of weapons. Types of weapons? 3 new weapons, I'd say. That's probably not types of weapons. Yep. Pretty sure that's 3 new weapons. Especially because weapon types are kinda non-factor. Weapons are character specific. £40 game, but scramble. Do not underestimate your pricing in the great land of the Queen. Don't forget, you're supposed to get the short end of the stick every time. Oh, the second pack brings 2 additional characters. Cool. And then 3 new weapons as well. Everything else remains the same. And the Q&A section. You say 7,700 yen is 38 British pounds. But the thing is, how much is 60 euros? Or $60. Let's go with dollars to illustrate it better. How much is a $60 game? $59.99 in the UK. The answer is right there. Oh, poor UK, man. That always makes me sad. Let me open them all. Oh, is it £50 actually? That is interesting. Okay, maybe you guys are improving. Good to know. Early access up to 3 days without any restrictions. Okay, they clarified it properly in the Q&A section. We check that. No pre-orders, and that's why it's early purchase stuff. Pre-orders for the download version have begun. Blah, blah, blah. As of release, the core set of characters are 21 characters. That is very cheeky, just to be able to say more than 20 characters. That's been in their fact sheet since the first time the game was revealed. More than 20 characters. It's 21. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's just a cheeky way of going about it. Okay, we check the specs. No cross save. Cross-platform was in the beta as well. It was a bit wonky. I hope they iron out the kinks regarding the invites and cross-platform. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, I said I was wrapping this up 10 minutes ago, but we had a little bit of a tangent. If there are any more questions, I will take them and then wrap it up. We get like additional characters from DLCs alone. Feels kind of bad, man, that the current content that we get from DLCs alone since Hello Realization is lesser and lesser. We also get story for those characters, as we just covered in the DLC page. That was a surprise. What color is the sky? Do I answer the UK way or rest of the world way? It's two different colors. Yours is gray, rest of the world is blue. I don't think the original character is going to be playable, otherwise it would be shown in the playable characters section. I wouldn't be so sure. They could just be hiding a playable reveal there, because it may have some sort of story implication to it. We can see she is very much a fighting character, despite what her synopsis mentions. The synopsis mentions they have no fighting experience or whatever, whereas we can see in the trailer that they are very much fighting just fine. So, you know, she can always be there. We'll see. Wrong, it's gray, because didn't I say gray? I'm pretty sure I did say gray. Gray for you, blue for the rest of the world. I'm a hope that we might get alternative outfits for all characters. The outfits you receive, they are not character locked. As far as I know, they are just gender locked. So any male outfit, you can put on any male character. Any female outfit, you can put on any female character. So the alternative outfits, as much as you want, on whichever character you want. Do you think that Sachi and the Moonlit Black Cats will be part of a story and potentially playable characters? Sachi could be. I wouldn't hold so dearly to Moonlit Black Cats themselves. In-game shop confirmed? No, that is not confirmed. Nothing in this trailer or the information drop said anything about shop in the game. Still, can we dye the outfit? In the beta, we could not dye the outfit, and that was a part in my review as well. because we had the green outfit for Lifa and then the same outfit but blue as a separate entry. Same with Kirito's black Wyrm coat. We had the black one and then a separate blue one of the same outfit. The fact that we have two different colors for what is essentially the same outfit as separate entries made me believe that there is no dyeing outfits in this game. It was part of my review. I saw in the developer feedback, developer interview stuff that maybe they may actually have seen my reviews. Some of those were very direct responses to certain things I said with the exact same examples, so I have my suspicions that they have. But if they have heard that kind of feedback, that people do want to be able to dye their outfits rather than being limited to preset outfits, I think that will be something they will definitely consider. I believe we could dye pretty much everything in Fatal Bullet, right? I don't remember if it was in the base game, but at some point I remember we were able to dye them. I never did. I never even found the option in the menu, not that I was searching for it, but I know a lot of people loved it and a lot of people did. Which edition will you buy? First off, I will naturally contact Bandai Namco Germany for a review copy, of course. But otherwise, I will probably go with the highest option that is available in the West. I hope the soundtrack is at least better. The digital soundtrack would be appealing if it was Fatal Bullet style music. I think we will have multiple different styles of music. For every single world, we'll pretty much have a different vibe. Oh, wasn't Fatal Bullet. It doesn't change my answer, same. I think we need to wait for the upcoming Japanese live stream for new infos. Potentially, but I would not hold my breath for live streams. They are usually the same kind of information, just stretched to an entire hour. I say, as this was stretched over almost 2 hours. Good job, me. But hey, I'm actually interacting with the chat, so I have my excuse. Do we know maybe how much the story alone will take? We have absolutely no idea. I wouldn't expect something like Akuria games where it's 80 hours of story. It's not that kind of game. It's much more arcadey, much more fast-paced. But we have absolutely no information and it's impossible to make an estimation. Julio, that's the end of the stream. Thank you very much for joining me on this one. It was very nice. It's really nice having lively streams. And yeah, I will see you all in Dead Game Report, I believe. I should have it prepared until either Friday or Saturday. I didn't even start writing it. I just collected the data for it. But yeah, Dead Game Report is the next video. I'll see you all then. Bye bye.